But after I won, people came up to me, sir, I'd like to make a major contribution to your campaign. And I said, listen, just so you understand, campaign contributions after I won don't count. Okay? They don't count.
I have a question right back to you back. Mr. Jackson, I heard you answer this gentleman's question about your contribution to Liz Cheney. And then you went on to say that you're now President Trump's largest donor. Was that correct? Did I hear that?
I don't know that.
In Georgia, I guess, in Georgia at this time.
Politicians, to my knowledge,
Okay.
no other politician has. Now, Bernie Marcus, who's a friend of mine, gave more money than anybody.
Right, but
So-
here's my question though, because I was researching. You did give President Trump $1 million in December of 2025, but you gave President Trump at that time he was president. In 2016, when he ran, 2020 and 2024, I don't find you giving candidate Trump any money, while at the same time, correct me if I'm wrong, you gave candidate Kemp, candidate Brad Raffensperger, candidate Jeff Duncan, and in the 2024 primary, running against Donald Trump, you gave Nikki Haley money, and if I'm wrong, up to 2 weeks before she got out of the race. So my question is, you did give him $1 million, but why didn't you find money for candidate Trump? Can you tell us that?
But, yeah, I've already told you. Just like J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio, I was late to the Trump death. I'm not objecting to that. And of course, I give to people here. I gave to Jeff Duncan when he was a Republican, not as a Democrat. That was 8 years ago. And I think we all voted on Jeff Duncan. That's a different, subject from that standpoint. And I had in 2015 gave to Jeb Bush and other people. I admit that. I am late to the Trump train, but nobody supports it more than I do now. And by the way, I met him at Mar-a-Lago. He's forgiven me for doing this. So I think if he can forgive me, hopefully you can. Thank you.
Politics we must not forget too. That's very important. Rick Jackson is having to hustle with regard, since he's a newcomer, he's having to hustle with regard to retail politics. He was over in Banks County the other night, for example, and got some tough questions, and he admitted that he came late to the game to support Trump. And I don't know if that's going to help or hurt him when people are still trying to decide, is it Jackson or is it going to be Jones, because those really are the two titans, as I refer to them. I also think.
But after I won, people came up to me, sir, I'd like to make a major contribution to your campaign. And I said, listen, just so you understand, campaign contributions after I won don't count. Okay? They don't count.
Pause. There you go. Oh, there he is. That's the jackass we know and love. But maybe you don't love me. But I know what I'm doing. Okay? So last Wednesday, we're going to go back to Banks County. That is the real first time at the Banks County GOP up there where Rick Jackson and the campaign lost control of the narrative. And after that, I did 2 stories. I really brought to light the fact that he's a never Trumper. Rick Jackson's a never Trumper. I brought that to light. I brought to light that, along with another citizen that highlighted that he gave money to Liz Cheney while after Liz Cheney had voted to impeach Donald Trump. Okay. Then I brought to highlight, and I've been attacked for this, but it doesn't matter because it's truth. I gave the guy 2 times to deny it, and he didn't.